My name is Nora Bass. I live at 2671 Nelda Drive, Apartment D. My phone number is 704-635-7673. And hi, I am Nora Bass, and this is my daughter Haley. She is 12 years old. She has a glowing personality and explosive curiosity. She has Down syndrome, ADHD, and is nonverbal. She can say 1 to 2 words at a time. Her memory is very short. She has behavior issues due to her disabilities, not wanting to follow directions, trouble staying in her seat. She has never been aggressive in the past. She's always loved going to school, but started saying every morning, "No go, stay home." As active as my daughter is, she has never come home with several unexplained marks except in 2011, and now in 2015 we are facing this again. On April the 20th, there was an incident at school concerning a mark on my daughter, and on April 22nd, she came home from school with several marks and bruises on her upper body and arms. My child told me on video who did it, and I took pictures and reported it to the school and called the police to file a report. At this time, it is under investigation. But yet we do not have cameras in self-contained classrooms. Our nonverbal children don't have a voice. I do know that a weighted vest was put on my child, and it upset her, and she backed herself into a corner next to a file cabinet and refused to come out and repeated, "Home, home, mom, mom." The only time I have ever seen her back herself into a corner is when she was scared by a loud noise or thunder. So I know my daughter was scared. Now the school district is investigating this incident, and as much as I hate to say it, I fear the same results, not enough evidence. It is a must that we have cameras in self-contained classrooms with audio, and if the budget will allow, they should be in every classroom. But we have to start somewhere, and our children who are nonverbal are being hurt all over the United States, not just in North Carolina. Cameras are a must. Our kids need to have a voice. Cameras should also be in the classrooms to deter violence against staff, other students, accusations concerning abuse, harassment, theft, sexual assault. Cameras would help the therapists come up with new strategies to help our kids and the teachers. It would shorten the time spent on investigations and accusations in all matters. Legal charges would be filed and abusers would be prosecuted. Without cameras, our nonverbal children will continue to be manhandled and injured. Not one more child should have to go through this without being able to get justice. And the only way to get justice for a nonverbal child in a self-contained classroom is cameras. Ask yourself, do our children have to suffer because it's not in the budget? Texas has passed a bill, so legalities must not be an issue. Safety for our children should come first. Imagine being a child that is abused but cannot tell the who or the how. I got that much.
Hurry.
Okay.
Thank you.
I have to be her voice, and this problem needs to be addressed. We can't help our kids without your help. The way I see it, it's a win-win situation for the school to comply with the safety of our kids and their staff. I ask that you please make changes needed to help keep our nonverbal kids safe. Thank you.
Ms. Oster.
Amy Oster, 4507 Smithtown Road, Marshville, 28103, 704-624-4158. Good evening. I'd like to introduce to you Andrew. He's 7 years old. He's nonverbal. We're both coming to you this evening to address safety of special education classrooms. As a parent, imagine if your child was unable to come home and tell you anything about their day. Imagine your child being unable to tell you if they were hurt in any way. at school and how it happened. Imagine your child unable to tell you anything that was said to them at school that day. Imagine your child's classmates unable to tell you anything about your child's experience at school. This is a reality for parents such as I of children in these special needs classrooms. The parents are completely dependent upon staff to be completely 100% honest and accurate about their child's experience at school. And unfortunately, that doesn't always happen. It was in 2012 I put a digital recorder on my son Andrew so he could have a voice to tell me what his day was like at school, because the staff were not being exactly honest. I couldn't simply go to teachers or administration with my concerns due to fears of retaliation behind closed doors. On the recorder that day, Andrew, along with his classmates, were ridiculed, mocked, yelled at, berated, and physically forced by the teacher and aide. The staff in school had failed to keep him safe and violated my trust. I soon realized, after speaking with other parents and some previous employees, that this was not isolated and that this is a problem with some of these special education classrooms. It is now 3 years later, and it's 2015. I'm still receiving phone calls from parents with concerns in some of these classrooms. By placing cameras in these classrooms, you would give these children a voice. These cameras would show what did or did not take place in the classroom. Cameras would protect both students and staff. The cameras would also clear anyone from false accusations. The cameras would allow immediate appropriate action to be taken in a situation of wrongdoing. With these children not having the ability to speak for themselves without cameras, they do not have the same security and protection as their non-disabled peers. When the subject of cameras in the classrooms is mentioned, many will use legal or privacy concerns. The Fourth Amendment protects our privacy in places of expected privacy. The U.S. Supreme Court has already declared there is no expectation of privacy in the public school except in locker rooms or restrooms. Also, North Carolina has one-party consent wiretapping laws to allow audio recording. There are no state or federal laws that would prevent cameras being placed in the special needs classrooms, not even federal FERPA laws. Currently, there are some school districts throughout the U.S. with cameras in special needs classrooms. After some districts...
Ms. Oster?
Yeah.
We'll reach your time limit now.
Okay. By placing cameras in these classrooms, we should not be asking ourselves, should we have cameras in these special needs classrooms? We should be asking ourselves, why do we not have cameras in these classrooms? Thank you.
Ms. Pettler. Did I pronounce that right, ma'am?
Hi, my name is Kristin Pettler. My address is 2901 Fair Meadows Drive, Monroe, North Carolina, 28110. Phone number 704-242-1641. I didn't come here planning to talk, but I want to tell a bit of my daughter's story. She's 9 years old and has Down syndrome, and she can talk. She can tell me what's going on. Unfortunately, when she was in kindergarten, she was verbally abused and called stupid when in the resource room. Not when she was in the class with the typical kids, when she was included, but when she was taken out to be helped. She regressed to the point that I pulled her out of school, and she is homeschooled now and doing wonderful. To this day, when we go to that school to visit her siblings, she will still avoid that teacher and look down and away. She won't say hi, she won't give a hug like she will to her typical teacher or her aides that she used to know. She would love to be in school with her sibling. She would love to be back in Union County Public Schools. But because we don't have cameras in the special needs classrooms and in the resource rooms, Those teachers can do things that they can't get away with the typical kids there. It's a shame, and it seems silly, that in 2005, with all the technology that we do have in schools, we can't have classrooms, something simple as cameras in classrooms to keep our kids safe. It would solve so many issues by offering protection from both verbal and physical abuses for children with special needs. It would also offer protection for teachers so they wouldn't be falsely accused because there would be documentation. I just want to give a voice to even those children that do have a voice to say, "She calls me stupid." Thank you.